I know I'm a content creator, I'm a streamer, I'm the e-boy, I'm the YouTuber. I have to... Come on, guys to our Pro Tour watch party! I just can't, you know what I mean? I just can't do it. I did today that I don't usually do on the stream. I'm playing a modern prelim. This is a 4-round event. I believe if you 3-1 or 3-1 you get 20 qualifier points, 4-0 you get 40 qualifier points. I want to be doing more of these, potentially a lot more of these this year. I actually started the year off with a top 8 in one of the limited super qualifiers, have some leaderboard points. I think it could be cool to try to grind these showcase events a little bit harder. I kind of missed it a little bit this month, but going into next month I want to be playing a lot of these, and ideally it'd be cool to, I think, just play in as many of them as possible. So historically I've kind of avoided them on stream because I think it kind of can mess with the pace a little bit, but tournaments are also just really, really fun, and I want to try experimenting with them a little bit more. It's also just kind of cool to wake up and play slightly higher stakes events. Maybe switch the timeless description over to modern. Also, keep forgetting to do that. So likely up against Yawgmoth here, round 1. Let's go ahead and give them a Thoughtseize. Almost always save Sheoldred's Edict for Grist in this matchup, but that's also kind of because that's all there is to target for the most part. Seems kind of like a clear Yawgmoth grab with this Thoughtseize. Going to pass back. Yeah, we tried no Hand Hider on the prelim. Stakes are a little bit lower. Opponent plays a Hapatra here. So I think drawing second Sheoldred's Edict. I'm going to go ahead and just use this opportunity to make my opponent sacrifice the Hapatra. It's pretty nice when the second Edict can be pretty bad because like it mostly just lines up well against Grist. So having an opportunity to use it kind of more effectively is oftentimes nice. Bowmaster their Bowmasters, and really hope they didn't draw another Yawgmoth this soon. Although if they did, we do have Fatal Push, you know, it's not the end of the world. We also get to use Undying Evil on our Orcish Bowmaster here. And the extra counter on the Bowmaster is kind of nice when they get Yawgmoth down, we get an extra trigger. They do have the Pendlehaven up, so I think I'm just going to target this plant token. And then I'd be happy enough to trade 2/2s here if they want. You usually want to be trading resources pretty aggressively. And we are lucky enough to top deck a land to play the Ring. They do have Orcish Bowmaster in play, but I think it's okay to just let them trigger it once this turn, and then we can push it next turn, or maybe draw Bowmaster. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, the last card, I was on the draw or was I on the play? Yeah, they were on the play, so the last card is a spell. I'm going to go ahead and try to grief it. It could actually be a Yawgmoth. Okay, Eldritch Evolution. Really, really very happy that we drew that grief. Holy shit. Yeah, I got some Ashioks in the sideboard for Titan. Not a lot has changed besides that with the list. I also have a pretty cool Elish Norn Timeless Soda Sprue for between rounds and after this. Alright, so good start here. Thank you everybody for tuning in this Monday morning. Oh, the top deck chord. Well, not ideal. We do have a 2/2 Orcish Bowmaster though. Wow, holy shit, they're just starting to draw. I guess that's fine. Actually, for them, they get to they can't really. Can they kill me this? Or they get to reset both Young Wolves, land. Yeah, they can't chord for 2. Yeah, I'll just send this one at my opponent here. Something different about the background room. I've changed the angle. I need to like set up the background. I just have been so busy. Nice to get their Bowmaster off the field. It's nice to have this push for Yawgmoth. We'll see what happens here. Obviously, this top deck by then was, you know, pretty dang good. Especially because, like, it had to be, like, I guess, another Evolution or Chord to... Been looking on a mono-color Saga list. Is there a good color you found? Red. Well, we've played red, we've played black, we've played white, we've played blue. We've done it all. I think that the red and the black ones are the most promising. White has some really nice stuff, but like it's kind of difficult to figure out exactly the right direction to go. Yeah, we've tried all the colors besides green, which is funny because we really like green and Pioneer. So you can only chord for one here. Is that what they're thinking about? Chording for one? We get the Pendlehaven. So I guess one thing I probably need to do is I need to push in response to the field sacrifice here. This way they can't chord for two and kill me. So I go field, response to the field activation. This is already the Ard, revolt for fatal push. Push the Yogg. Am I going to target Pendlehaven? I think I'm going to target the Blooming Marsh. Maybe keep them off double black. Like, they're going to get a swamp, but I'll be able to Bowmaster the Ignoble Hierarch in my second main phase here. Could also attack for 4, I guess. Real Burn to 34 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Still a pretty good chance we die next turn. We have to draw so many cards. Okay, they have let the Yawgmoth die here. Hopefully they drew the Swamp. That would be awesome, actually. Okay, not quite that lucky. Yeah, I decided not to hand hide her for the prelims. We'll see if that policy changes a little bit. This is also a deck where, like, I feel like ghosting matters a little bit less. So they're thinking about chording for one. If they chord for one, I could probably get a Young Wolf. If they get a Mana Dork, they better have all of their resources to combo in hand already, which is maybe somewhat likely. They have so many cards. They get another Young Wolf. See if they block. Do block. Top deck Chord of Calling, so brutal. Plays a Wall of Roots, taps the Swamp. Plays a Halfling. Plays a Darkboar Pathway. Agatha Soul Cauldron to get the Yawgmoth back. Roper at the 34, Siffer at the 13, Velcro at the 14. Or the 4, thank you. So kills my Bowmaster, I have no good target here. If they have a third Chord of Calling, we are probably dead here. And they have it. Isidorn, Lotus, and Nambo, did you sack 4 lands? The Lotus Field deck, you're usually like pretty used to having no lands in play the turn you're comboing off. It's like it's also a combo because you get to, it basically gives you an extra amulet in play too. And like doubles up your Golos trigger. You don't really mind sacking all your lands, as funny as that is to say. Seeing that they're on Eldritch Evolution, I might bring in an Ashiok into play. Don't hate the idea of one Ashiok. Mostly for Titan, of course. Getting all the Bowmasters. A little bit more tempting to keep them in, but I think when we're bringing in all these Path of Perils, I tend to like to cut the Bowmasters. Also, I think been trimming the 4th ring sometimes, and like not being super sure about that. I do like to go down to 1 Edict, and then it's like either trim the 4th Thoughtseize or 4th ring. Let's cut the 4th ring. Seems like a low number of black sources scam turn 1. You can skip turn 2. Still pretty good. Let's keep this on the play. Turn 1 Halfling. Nice to have Voidwalker to pressure a potential Grist. When is he good against? Only against Grist. Just 2 mana kill Grist. Drew field here. So I guess I'll see if I upkeep. If I draw step, they could court for a Grist. Do I want them to court for Grist? Oh, I think so. They could court for Yogg because the token. But why is it taking them so long to target me with this Bowmaster? Yogg usually plays 3 basics. Occasionally, I think they'll play 4. I'm definitely hoping that they try to Grist my Dauthi Voidwalker here. That'd be really nice. Voidwalker and the Sheoldred, I think, is pretty good in this matchup, but also true that drawing land, I'm not sure. Obviously, kind of wish we had drawn a little bit better this game. Sheoldred is very good. Would be nice if they try to kill my Voidwalker on their turn, potentially. Let's see, should I... If I'm not dead after all now, they still have to use 2 more. I guess it's the same. Just make them commit to this. Sabat with the 21, thank you. Yeah, occasionally you'll see the 4th Forest, but yeah, not the most common. Opponent has sacked 1 time and started to think about it a little bit. Sacks a halfling. I'm going ahead and not dead after all here. Which will, make them sack 1 more time. They'll be down to 11, and then hopefully the Sheoldred can just dodge a Grist. How likely that is, I'm not really sure. But if they don't have a Grist, or... Can they cord? They won't be able... Oh, they'll land, they can cord. Oh, Acid Needle. I think I just have to be mana efficient here. If we had that Needle last turn, this game is, just infinitely more easy, unfortunately. Could they win if you get them a 10 with Sheoldred in play? Yeah, they have to have Grist or cord here. And this was just, somewhat likely, right? But if they don't have that, then the Sheoldred is going to chomp them up, and hopefully that's what happens here. And if they do spend their turn Gristing, although Colony Garden plus Grist is pretty good. Is it cord, maybe? Yeah, cord for Grist. We do get to Needle the Yogg, and could draw another Sheoldred, could draw a Ring, could draw a Dauthi Voidwalker. See what happens. 4 cards in their hand. Could draw a Cursed Totem and then Cursed Totem plus Needle. Okay, so I'm going to Needle Yawgmoth, and then I think I'm going to draw a card off Castle Locthwain on main phase. This is Needled. Pushing the Halfling main phase seems okay. Let's do it, I think. I think with this castle plan, we just want to just start trading resources as efficiently and as effectively as possible. Tapped Blooming Marsh. Bummer. So I could go Voidwalker plus double field. Seems like I don't have that luxury. Seems like I should Voidwalker, draw a card, play Sunken Citadel. Bad shape for sure. Yeah, Yogg is a really good deck. I know game one's like I think my like first two draws are pretty unfortunate. This game, last game like we were pretty ahead and they top decked the Chord. They couldn't top deck Yogg. It had to be Chord or Eldritch Evolution, I guess. Although we got lucky to draw like Grief, you know. This kind of is what it is. So the Cauldron Grist thing going. Trying to like visualize a path to victory. It's definitely looking kind of tough. I guess one thing that would be big is them milling their Blood Artist. That could be a big step in the right direction here. Not quite that lucky. They did build Endurance, which I guess is a step towards the milling the Blood Artist. So they're thinking this long they maybe have a Chord. And I'm down to 7. Yeah, I'm also not sure how I'm beating this. Trying to figure that out. Don't think it really involves Hardcast Grief. I think it's Evoke. Cursed Totem. Yeah, Cursed Totem off the castle could be a start, but they also just have lethal in play, so I kind of need to have a Path of Peril. Okay, tough first match. That's what it is. Yeah, my tournament arc. Play Standard? Well, yeah, I'm going to be playing Standard in preparation for the tournament in Chicago at the end of next month. That is my next big tournament I'm playing in. Top 8 makes Pro Tour. Likely going to be a pretty big event. Release dates for Match 3. It should be summer, right? And the Goblins go. We played one league and we 4-1'd. We lost match 1, so the YouTube video probably did bad. Harry MTG once told me the secret of YouTube Magic content. You have to win match 1. You gotta win match 1. Just like Andrew Nemi taught me that in poker, you gotta win your all-ins. Winning your all-ins is everything. You're skipping Denver. Yeah, again, skipping Denver. It is birth anniversary. I'm not qualified anyways, but I was gonna go LCQ. I played one RCQ that season. Did top 8. Did top 8. I guess I'll play more RCQs too, maybe. Don't get a lot of time, but also need to prep Standard anyways. Yeah, I've also been hearing that Standard is good at the moment. Maybe be able to field them off of white mana. Get Boros Charmed here. Yep. I Thoughtseize them. Basically gain 1. Standard streaming coming. So again, I'm not going to stream Standard if I don't think the games are going to be interesting. And if I do think the games are interesting, I will stream it, you know. Just kind of that simple. Okay, so I have 2 options here. Grief plus Field of Ruin or play Voidwalker. So open and draw a black card or a land, but I drew the One Ring. Could usually count on drawing a black card or a land here. If I play Voidwalker, I don't even have a 2-turn clock. It's a 3-turn clock. They drew a spell also. Let's evoke the Grief and try to field them. But checked out Mono Black and Timeless. Yeah, I've looked at it. I haven't really built any lists, but I think the Sief's list is pretty good. I would definitely be playing 4 Death Red Shamans like the Sief is. Could draw step, but then draw step runs the risk of getting Searing Blaze, so I think I'll just main phase. So I'm at 8. They have a Bolt, they have a new card. Bolt speed down to 5. They draw the 3rd Bolt. Seems like not. Hopefully they draw like Rolling Vortex or some white cards. Play Scalding Tarn. Lava Spikes me down to 2. Well, no play, but Bowmaster, pray to dodge 1 draw step. So they should not crack their fetch yet, right? Unless they go down to... Yeah, they have not cracked their fetch, try to draw Searing Blaze, or maybe upkeep crack their fetch. Okay, now, them fetching now means top deck Searing Blaze. It's not a win. If they had done this in their upkeep, fetched untapped white in their upkeep, they had the most top decks. Then there's Goblin Guide also. Understood, I have Bowmaster, never mind. Thought I had Voidwalker back for some reason. Please no tank burn spell. Please don't tank into burn spell. I can't handle it today. Okay, it was Goblin Guide. We win. Whew. Close one. I'm gonna board out my Thoughtseizes. I don't hate Tourach in this matchup. It is pretty slow. I think I like it more than like the 4th ring though. And I guess also some Path of Perils likely nice against Sanctifiers. We just board out all the rings. Ring is not always awful, but got other 4 drops. Reed Duke once taught me, you board out things that say lose life against burn, you board in things that say gain life. It's kind of like the bell curve meme. It's kind of like the bell curve meme where it's like level 0, board out life loss, board in life gain, middle. Oh no, Thoughtseize is actually good. It's actually good against burn, and to board it out, you know. Tourach just for pro white. A lot of times their hand is just not empty by turn 4, especially post board. They'll board in a lot of slower reactive cards, and just like being able to go Tourach, take 2 cards from you is like oftentimes game winning. A little bit less likely it happens on the draw, but even if it takes 1 is nice. But like, I think Tourach is better post board against burn because their deck is usually slower post board. Just tuned into Caffeinated Spike. Actually, just not caffeinated. For the last 4 days, I've slept like 12 hours. I feel like I had like some kind of insane sleep debt. It's like every night, me and Esther are hanging out, I'm just like conked out at like 10 p.m. And then like waking up at like, I guess not 12, like 11 hours. Waking up at like 9. It's been really nice. Okay, let's keep this, put back the Not Dead After All. Urza Saga plus a couple fetchables. Urza Saga is bad in these kind of decks. I know you have Sunken Citadel. Urza Saga plus a couple fetchables with no way to recur it, not very good. I know Citadel makes it a little bit better, but to play Urza Saga in your deck, you either need to have something busted to get, potentially a way to recur it, although I think that plan of recurring it has become something I'm a little bit less impressed with. But either recur Urza Saga, have a busted artifacted tutor like Amulet or Colossus Hammer, and or have a lot of artifacts in your deck. You don't want to register Courser's Accord. Ooh, a triple creature. Imagine I was on the play and could play this Chalice, huh? Kind of punished for killing the Goblin Guide, actually, with this draw. Probably going to kill a Swift Spear this turn. Maybe Bowmaster peeing in double block if they didn't play a land. Punish for not playing Chalice. Kind of hard for them to play around 4th 1-mana creature, though. Okay, I think the Bowmaster will be a bit better next turn. Yikes, what a draw. I'm down to 4 life. My opponent is out of cards in hand. Whether they have the Sunbay Canyon. Damn. Guess I should have played the Chalice. It's just like so tough to play around another 1-mana creature. Tough if they just have a 2-mana burn spell and they're hitting me with 2 Spears plus Prowess here. If we're on the play, we win. We're also on the play for game 3. Hello, Florin. Yeah, like unironically, one of the best burn draws I've seen in a long time. Guess I don't know what would be ironic about that. Okay, so I Bowmaster, double chump block. Sheoldred does not work to stabilize. I have to draw Victim of Night. Game 3. Game 3 on the play, though. No Chalice in 1. Well, the thing is, it's just like they've already played 3 1-drops. Their deck has a total of 16 1-drops in the deck. If I Chalice in 1 and they just go like, they can even just kill me that turn. I think if they go like Helix Skewer. I don't know. Obviously, like them having a hand that was like 3rd Swift Spear Lightning Bolt was pretty tough. But I was more so trying to play around what I felt like was more likely them having a 2-mana burn spell. Yeah, they also get to trigger Prowess through the Chalice, potentially. It's okay. Hopefully, if we have the same hand for game 3, I'm super happy. That's on Stoneblade control decks of the meta. Bad. I don't know, Stoneforge Mystic just ain't that good. I like this hand. Really wish like this was like an Undying effect, but... nice to have like a relatively painless mana base. The fields I think are pretty good against them. Definitely hoping that they have creatures in their hand. This is kind of classic. Well, if you don't have creatures, we're dead. Esper or Jessica. I don't know, gamers. Like these like Stoneblade decks are like they're not that good. I'm kind of like wanting to revisit like the Boros Fervent Champion build, but tough in a Bowmaster world, of course. I just mostly wouldn't recommend it. I played mono white Stoneblade with Sunken Citadel Field, White Castle. I thought that build was kind of okay. My opponent did Mold to 5 also, but not Mold to 5. Play a turn 1 creature. Oh boy, we'll take this. Goodbye, Fatal Push. May you be pitched to grief. Actually, may you be pitched to grief right now, lest we get Rolling Vortexed. Yeah. Ooh. I guess they have no 1-drops, so I'm gonna take this Vortex. Okay, so if I field, if I field now, they get to play a 2-drop. So we can go for Instep if they tap mana. Otherwise, I think we're just not letting them like Wear Tear or like play anything. Well, now they can play a 2-drop. And Searing Blade, Skullcrack, Wear Tear. Oh, they drew another Rolling Vortex. Lovely. Well, hope we can draw some pressure. Yeah, Vortex Bug. Well, the pressure is even kind of scary against the Searing Blaze. We know their exact hand. Found. Technically pressure. I almost want to main phase field the Wooded Foothills so that they can't keep up Searing Blaze. Seems probably wrong. He was right. I do pretty desperately need pressure here. I guess we're just going for double Bowmaster. into the Searing Blaze. Trading field for gain 2 seems good, yeah. So I kind of did not expect my opponent to respond. I kind of felt like they might let this just go. So I guess we will just make you sacrifice a non-token creature. Give my orc army. Oh my gosh, playing so bad. -1 orc army, fuck. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. We were like pretty headed to race. I don't know, we're still not doing so bad. But I needed to Edict after the Bowmaster trigger resolved. They also still have the Skull Crack, so I'm at 9, then down to 6 basically. Big punt. They don't fire off the Skull Crack yet. They're down to 8. 8. So yeah, 5 basically. They should be at like 6 with me attacking for 3 here, unfortunately also. Oh, there's the Tourach. Huge pickup. Let's attack first. You didn't need to Edict, you could chump with the Orc Army and then ping with Sunken Bowmasters. Yeah, but I wanted to have a 2/2 Orc Army instead. And I wanted to untap and like get that 2/2 Orc Army with the Bowmasters and have 3 power in play instead of 2 power in play. It seemed really relevant. Okay, so we get Skullcrack down to 5. Bolted down to 2. Don't like that part of this equation. So yeah, if they same spot as game 1, top deck a burn spell, we lose. If they don't, we win. Rolling Vortex does do it this time. Skullcrack to the 2. Tough. Tough, tough, tough. Keep, I guess. Put it on a 6. Urgent Necropsy. What is that one? Oh, this card. Yeah, I kind of like it. As an additional cost to cast a spell, collect evidence X, which is the total mana value of permanents targeted. Destroy up to 1 target artifact, creature, enchantment, planeswalker. I feel like if anything, this is like sideboard though. If it could kill lands, it would be too good, but it's like just in a big dude. All the prowess and burn today. Although they're not playing Gigantha, so are they prowess? I'm gonna not play around Spell Pierce. Collect evidence seems hard to satisfy. Maybe, like, if you're playing Generosint, it's like Street Wraith, Troll of Khazad-dûm is super easy. But, like, if you're gonna play this card, you probably play 1 copy. One thing I kind of like about the collect evidence cards is they actually pair kind of well with delve spells, because the delve spells are all really high mana value, or like Murderous Cut specifically. It has to be exactly X. Does it have to be exactly X? Or I saw somebody posted online. It does have to be exactly X. But then they were like, "Oh no, wait, that's clarified in the reminder text." But they didn't clarify one way or the other. Does that make sense? They didn't clarify. Wait, why are they main phasing this? Extra grade. Okay, you're right. They didn't. Okay, so it does not have to be exactly equal. But yeah, I think this could be like a one of in the sideboard of decks that can collect evidence pretty well, and like don't mind playing 4 drops, which is, you know, like that is pretty fringe. It could even blow me out if I'd gone for a Field of Ruin too. Like those that exact like requirement is pretty fringe, I feel. But yeah, maybe. Like, I would board it in against Titan, and then it's just too slow most of the time. I would board it in against Yawgmoth. You can kill Grizz, Cauldron creature. And it's too slow a lot of time. Yeah, I don't know. Living in maybe Amulet. They get to play the card? Classic land before iteration. O2 bracket. Puts the card on top. Unless there's like something they feel like they need to hold up here. I don't know what that could be though. A Spell Pierce, I guess. Exiles a Swift Spear. For 4 mana when you just ring them. Oh. Again, you're basically never playing more than like one copy of this card in a deck, probably. Maybe you would play 2, but seems like a one of. I have protection from everything, and I am not dead after all. Oh yeah, I saw this one too. This was so you ETB draw a card enchantment, no max hand size. Beginning of combat of your turn, if you draw more than one card, you get X counters on target creature, where X is the number of cards you've drawn -1. So each extra card counter on creature at the beginning of combat. So also the turn you play it. Definitely a big brew card, like Mono Blue Cauldron. I don't know, but also like very slow in this format that is so fast right now. Modern right now, I feel like is faster than it's been in like 2 years. Okay, Seek the Beast into Soul Skirmage Lava Dart. People keep main phasing their Seek the Beast today. Which doesn't make any sense into the protection from everything, right? Okay, so we're down to 13. I think pushing the Channeler is very valuable this turn. So I'm going to do that instead of playing my Sunken Citadel. This is a card for Imri, Shredder Rhodocaldron. Yeah, I mean, I agree, but also, like, I don't know if I love another, like, 2 mana slow card, you know? Love that draw. But we'll cook with it a little bit. It's definitely like a build-around tier of cards. 7 points. I already had 7 points. Did they just change the color on them? Wait, no, it gave me 7 more. Why? I don't think I didn't do well in any tournament over the weekend. No, those aren't qualifier points. These are leaderboard points. I got 7, I think, from like the top. Unless I misunderstand like what those are. Legacy? No, I didn't have enough QPs for the thing. I didn't play any qualifier over the weekend. What do they do? So like, there's a Mox leaderboard, and if you have the most points, you can potentially get World Invite, Pro Tour Invite, right? Or even award 7. I'm pretty sure I got 7 from like the I top 8'd the super qualifier. The super qualifier not that long ago. For limited. Did my Vintage League expire? I don't know. So I got 7. There's a chance that they messed up and they like doubled everybody's points or something. Because I think that they looked a little different maybe. I don't know. Points down to 6, I do know that. Okay, can they kill me through a block at 16? They have a dart in the yard, 3 cards in hand. Definitely possible. So let's Undying Evil so that the Sheoldred comes back untapped. Could potentially try baiting with Not Dead After All to play around 2nd Unholy Heat. We'll try everything but play Coffers. I've been wanting to play Coffers lately. I mean, I like this build a lot. I've been doing pretty well with it. But I'm probably going to play some coffers soon. Also, thank you, Pizza, for the 35. And 2 cards in their hand. Guess we're blocking the Questing Druid. Should they attack? I'm at 16. Dart me down to 15. Trigger prowess 3 times. So I'm dead to 2 spells. I need 2 spells. Cast up this 2 mana, or any 1 lava dart. They only have 2 darts left in the deck, right? 1 lightning bolt. 1 and a lava dart. Well, that'll fucking do it. Is there where we play Gix? Gix is unplayable in Modern, in my opinion. Good in... Very good in Standard. Kind of good in Pioneer. Yeah, Bowmasters are okay. But probably not on a Manamorphose build. It makes them a little bit worse. If I'm bringing in 3 Path of Perils, maybe that's what I should be cutting. I'll trim like 2 Thoughtseize, 2 Bowmaster. Without Fury, do you think Ancient Imperiosaur variation of Yogg would be good? Or is it just not close to the power level of new builds with Cauldron? I'm not sure how good Yogg is at like casting Allosaurus or Imperiosaur on turn 3. That's really like the key turn to be able to play it on. I think you're pretty bad at it. You would have to be like a Grazer Colony Garden version. Yeah, I'll make a spoiler video for sure. I haven't missed one in like a year, maybe. I don't know. Maybe more than that. Yeah, Gix is it's just so tough to play any like 3 mana creature with no protection, no enter the battlefield effect, that like you have to either have like things already going to be good, and like Gix, like you need to have a creature in play alive that can hit your opponent, and like not have Gix die this turn you play it. It's just like it's asking way too much. But there's a really cool mono black Pioneer deck I saw at the RC that was playing the 1 mana black fairy and Gix. I liked a lot. Like, you know, in Pioneer you can kind of like meet all those restrictions. Could Rafine make it in Modern? I think kind of for the same. Like Rafine has Ward 1. Ward 1, big deal. But you just can't, honestly, I don't know if you could play any 3 mana creature that's like requirement is you have a 2 mana creature in play that can attack. It's just, it is so hard to attack with creatures in Modern, you know. it's funny, but like the restriction of being able to attack with a creature or on turn 3 is that's asking a lot, brother. I think NT makes Sentinel a good inclusion. Red Asmo putting counter on it seems good. Yeah, I like the thought. Like I would sure so I think it's splashing a color makes your mana so much worse because you're splashing like 1-drops. You're either splashing for what's it called, the Stalker, or you're splashing for like Sentinel in this case. Your mana is a lot worse, but I like the idea of Sentinel. I would maybe try to think about any other white cards you'd want. Maybe you could play Dispatch. Dispatch sounds kind of hot. Yeah, you'd of course not be on the field plan anymore, which is not mandatory. A lot of people aren't playing it. What needs to happen for Bant Ephemerate to be playable again? The deck is like crack. Was working on a little bit of Bant Ephemerate with Risen Reef, because Risen Reef is like a card to Ephemerate that doesn't trigger Bowmasters. I was trying to figure it out with like Subtlety and Solitude and Alish Norn. Curve was too high, didn't love it, but I was working on it. I've been really liking Jeskai Ephemerate a lot lately. You know, sometimes players are like kind of married to like a specific color combo, but the same kind of idea exists in a very similar shell, and I would just kind of encourage you to maybe adapt, you know. Yeah, I'm starting to think Reef is not that bad, but maybe it's just I'm just coping a little bit. Miss Beanstalk. Yeah, I've definitely been working on the Aether Vial Elementals deck a lot. Like that deck a lot. The problem is it's like Bush with no Fury and Brushfire Elemental being pretty bad, I think I'm not that excited about it. Fury was just so important in that deck. I think it's probably. I certainly spent some time reading every single Modern Legal Elemental again. Done that so many times. Could read Phenomena Show. Yeah, I have an Omnath build too. Listen, I've been working on it. None of it's been making the stream yet. Did Anzid reach out to pay for top 60 tables tournament? He didn't. We could square it at some point. I'm not in any kind of rush. Unless you're like asking for yourself too, then I'm not sure. Here we go, a Boris Sentinel build. Okay, I don't have the strength or the concealing information to play 4 Mana Tithe, but I'm proud of you for doing so. I like the idea of dispatches though. Dispatch is kind of nice in the Titan Yawgmoth world. It's pretty good to hit off NT. Well, hopefully most of the time. I'm not gonna play Sheoldred this turn. I think I'm gonna try to wait until I have the Not Dead up after all up, since we know they're on heat. Ooh, and no more basics. Love that. Pockets with the 4 months. They go come back. How's the Jeskai Ephemerate deck versus Murktide? I think it's okay. Play draw matters a lot. You can kind of have some inconsistencies in your draws that can punish you, of course. But I also personally just usually really enjoy playing against Murktide. So getting breached with 11 cards. So Channeler. I can like Channeler bobble 2 or 3 times. Casual 4 for 1. Coming to Creativity dead deck. Creativity is probably a little underrated at the moment, would be my guess. I think that it's probably not great against Rhinos, but like favored against Rakdos, favored against Yawgmoth. The Titan matchup is kind of a question mark for me. I feel like Creativity used to be pretty good against Titan, but the fact that Titan is now playing the One Ring probably does invert that dynamic towards favored for Titan, but I'm just not sure. There's a lot of Blood Moons. Yeah, there's a lot of Moons, but there's also like a lot of Maguses. Like Creativity is really good against Magus, and I also kind of think. Wait, didn't want to bobble again? Want to keep Delirium? I don't know. Like people always talk about Creativity being really weak to Blood Moon, but in the deck with like tons of red spells and Spell Pierce, I don't know that it's that soft to it. Yeah, not a lot of Orvars in the format too. Mark 21, thank you. But I also haven't like played against or played with Creativity in a long time. But I would say it's likely not likely that bad. Should have played the Sheoldred you drew. Oh, right, because of the baubles. Got by the mana traders. If only we're on Arena. Yeah, you're right. He was weak to the ring, and there's a lot of those running around. Are there? Maybe there are. Titan plays it. Rhinos doesn't play it, Yogg doesn't play it, Rakdos doesn't play it, Murktide doesn't play it, and that's kind of like the whole meta game. So like one of the top 5 decks plays it. Living In doesn't play it. Scales doesn't play it. What plays the ring? I don't know. Ring is. I'm playing the ring right now. I don't think there's that many. There's not no copies either, of course, but I think you're probably okay. So we're 2 basics in Creativity. Yeah, I always like the least the sideboard planes because they have double heat here. Coffers and Tron. Okay, Coffers. Tron is not very popular though. Tron is pretty dead at the moment. Tron, Titan, Coffers. Yeah, I said Titan. Tron is like not a deck that I'm like even thinking about at the moment. I feel maybe I should be, but I ain't. Okay, second Sheoldred, your turn. I think Archery's Charm will see play modern. We'll build around it. It's like it's a very powerful card that has a lot of restrictions, and There's a lot of cards like this in Modern too that are powerful, but can be sometimes just too restrictive to play. So we'll have to see if this is one of those. But I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try it. A few ideas for it. Amulet coffers blue at 4 color, 15-20%. Yeah, sounds about right. Thoughtseize no Urborg. Urborg has got a pretty big downside to play in this deck, where sometimes you're just turning on your opponent's coffers. I haven't really missed it, but you could play one if you want to, like, if you're scared about Dauthi Voidwalker's casting cost. It's just not as free to include as some people act like it is, you know. Opponents in the tank. You play Urborg against Yawgmoth too, it hurts a lot of times. They just fetch their forest, they have perfect mana, and like you're not able to race them as tough. Yeah, it definitely isn't free. You can play the Urborg. You also like do care about a number of basics for your own deck to like get off your fields, but you know you could kind of swamp for an Urborg if you're sweating it that much. So they preordained without playing the Swift Spear, or is this Swift Spear? What is this Swift Spear? Is this Seek the Beast? I think it is. Their exile zone's a little bit muddied with the whole Underworld Breach thing. I think Urborg versus Takenuma. Takenuma's, like, I think pretty sick. I think Takenuma's kind of uncuttable in your Sunken Citadel deck. Oh yeah, also the castles, yeah. But I don't know. I think you have to play the first Takenuma. It's been really good for me. Oh, looks like, I guess they could have growth, but we can get an attack. So down to 14, up to 16. Grief is a great top deck. Easy Druid, attack. They chump with Swift Spear. Go down to 4. Archery Trumps is awkward, it costs triple green. But there's a bunch of colorless lands that want to be tutored. Maybe Yavimaya would help. Yeah, I think you're going to see Yavimaya, of course, in a lot of your Archdruid's Charms brews. I was talking with a friend of mine yesterday about playing mono green Infect with 4 Archdruid's Charms, 4 Hierarch, 4 Glistener Elf, and then being able to go. And maybe also play Blinded Agent, but being able to go like turn 2 off a Hierarch, put an Inkmoth Nexus into play, and also have the ability to use it as a removal spell or like a tutor for Glistener Elf if that was ever better, which isn't going to be that much better. But it's kind of like how Legacy in fact will crop rotation Inkmoth into play, and this is like a crop rotation that doesn't cost you a land with extra utility being able to be removal spells. It does come at the cost of playing Infect, but it can be kind of fun. They have to leave back a blocker? Probably, yeah. Their hand is Spell Pierce, Lava Dart, and what did they do with their Surveil? That was so long ago that they surveilled. They surveilled Stevenson to the yard. So now they're trying to find Lightning Bolt off their surveils. Good play, I think. Ooh, Step for 3 blockers, yeah. You can get Pendlehaven sometimes. You can get, I don't know if there's going to be much else. And so I think the 2 places I want to start with Archdruid's Charm is like that Infect idea, and then also like Mono Green Devotion potentially. Mono Green Devotion seems interesting, and then also try to find like maybe you could play it in Timeless Lotus. Is Amulet going to change land base a bit to support the green cost? I'm not really sure how they can do that. Exactly, but they could try. Like more Lotus Fields would be how. But also, like the green cost isn't so steep either. Okay, so they've surveilled 2 more cards in the yard that are not Lightning Bolt, so they need the top deck here. They go down to 4 life. If they've missed here, their hand right now is just a Spell Pierce and a Mystery card. They'll have to leave back the Questing Druid to block the Sheoldred. Isn't a jump block because it's now a 5/5 though. I'm down to 13, up to 15. Alright, and now I am attacking. I think. I guess it's better to not. Actually. Would Conspiracy Unraveler candidate for Quick Ban? What is the text on Conspiracy Unraveler? I haven't seen any cards I feel like would get banned quick, but maybe I don't know what format we're even talking about. This Piercing Hand, don't we attack? Well, they're just gonna either block, right, and just be dead to the Sheoldred trigger next turn. But I'm playing around this. I'm playing on top decked Unholy Heat. And I'm just like not dead to this attack here. And I'm not even like really close to dead because they just have Spell Pierce. So that worked out. So they're in the Spell Pierce Mystery card. If their last card is another Lava Dart, which it was last time. Insane Soul Read. I mean, it's not a Soul Read, it's just figuring out the best line. Okay, I definitely should have done this pre-attacks. Could have hit land Lava Dart. You may collect evidence 10 rather than pay the mana cost for spells you cast. I mean, you can't collect evidence 10 to cast this. You have to still spend 7 fucking mana on it. Yes, if you could just shit that out of your hand on turn 1 off of double Street Wraith, then it would be really broken. But yeah, I think you misread it. Cool EDH card. In 4 months, all the EDH players will be wanting to ban it. Oh, actually, maybe if you're talking about EDH, yeah. It is persistable, not legendary. It's interesting. But listen, the problem with persist decks is not losing the game when you persist a big 7-mana creature into play. This is not when you... The problem with persist decks is, oh no, I persisted my Archon. Now what? It's like... It's actually being able to resolve and persist in this format. Yeah, be right back.
What's up? It's me, your friend Aspiring Spike. What's up? It's me, your friend Aspiring Spike.
Okay, on the draw. Wow, we have Grief Scam. But sure do we also have a Field of Ruin. Let's go ahead and send this one back, I think. Triple Sheoldred. All 3 of them in the opening hand here. I think on 6. Kind of have to keep. Hopefully they play a Channeler. Well, not yet at least. Would have liked to look and see if there's a swamp on top of the hand, although can really never keep it. Ooh. Could go Field plus Grief next turn. Please don't give us Entomb, it will break the format. I don't know if Entomb... I mean, Entomb is probably not a good card to print. I don't know that it'd break the format. Although, kind of nothing ever breaks the format in Modern, you know what I mean? Okay, I probably should clarify what I mean by that. I should clarify what I mean by that. What I mean is, like, any individual card is very rarely so powerful on its own that it is like format warping or format breaking. Like, the format was able to handle Uro, handle Grief still, handle Fury. It can handle a lot, but that doesn't necessarily mean these cards are healthy or good, and kind of oftentimes need to be banned in the long term. But in the short term, they tend to not. You know, the format can. Wait, what the hell? They didn't cast... I guess they're just holding up Stomp? Yeah, like there are some cards... Like not every card is a Hogak, is kind of what I mean by that. Not every card is Hogak that, like, really is truly just, like, this disgusting format-breaking card, you know? Okay, I think I'll take the iteration here. Like, it's like Hogak... Maybe not even Mystic Sanctuary. Looting, kinda. So yeah, Tibble without Cascade Rules, the format can't handle. I have Ugin, the format could not handle. But like most bannings you see, like, the format handles them for a long time, and like it ends up warping things around in an unhealthy way, and then getting banned for those reasons. Most bannings are not just that the format couldn't handle it. Yeah, Luris too is another good example for sure. Okay, so their hand is Channeler, 2 mystery cards. Should we evoke this grief? Yeah, I think I'm racing. Trying to with this Bowmaster in my hand. We'll take this because that's the prowess triggerer. Nightmare, 38 months, think we'll come back. Saying we need days in Modern. I'm not saying that. But my opponent wishes they had Giganta here. What card should I pre-order for Modern Pioneer? I'll be making a YouTube video talking about my picks from the new set. But I won't be making that video until the full set is released, which is if they attack, I have lethal in the backswing here. Wait, when are the full spoilers out? '24th. Okay, so soon. I'll be working on it soon. Hopefully up by this weekend then. There's anything interesting? I think there's a lot interesting. I mean, people say this about every single set, you know. I think they'll print stuff out. You want to bet Da Vinci? I think that they won't, you know, obviously non-zero chance. I bet you a gifted sub, Da Vinci, because I'll bet you a gifted sub that they don't. Mulligan. Sorry for the wait. Sneak a little Wayne reference into this match. Carter 4 coming soon. Alright, keep 7 on the play. Okay, search for tomorrow. Interesting. Got a lot of fields. We have 3 Ashiok on the sideboard. Okay. Good time to have 3 Ashioks on. Don't want to get soloed by the ring, I guess. Yeah. Instead, we may get soloed by Cartographer's Survey. Maybe I could pitch one of my 2 Edicts, but they also are not very good at killing Sheoldred, you know. I like fielding them here so their survey maybe has a higher chance to break. They find a Valakut and a Stomping Ground. A little late to the party. It's okay, we're just going to try to Ashiok them. His Explore Wish, 2 mystery cards. They probably have exactly two more basics in their deck. So if that's the case, they'll have 5, 6, 7, 8 lands. Which I think means that I can field them off Scape Shift here. Maybe they'll put me to 2. They did draw a land, though, as the 1 mystery card, which means I think I'm dead to Scape Shift, unless they just have no more basics in their deck. Maybe I've discounted. I think I just the extra land. I mean, Sheoldred was not gonna win. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so yeah, even a field won't get them off of it here. So okay, we have 3. I don't know if we're gonna mulligan to Ashiok up, but we really want Ashiok. See, maybe What I don't like about fielding them here is they're... Okay, they also got another mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they failed to find, but it doesn't definitely mean they don't have another one. You know what I mean? Okay, so 4 pushes out. These 4 in. Edict is likely better than Victim Knight because it can kill Wrenn and 6, although Victim can kill Titan if they have Grazer in play. On the play, I have Ashiok in my hand. I have a keep. Yeah, Chalice for 4 does seem good. Just need 3 Dark Rituals. 2 wishes. I think I'd take Sakura Tribe Elder. I could definitely see taking one of the wishes. Okay, Searcher's Bar suspended. Hopefully Ashiok gets to snipe that. I'll accept untap land. I'll accept tap land also. Which is just more Sunken Citadels. I'll accept Grief off the top. Dude, they drew Search for Tomorrow Wrenn and 6? Okay, well at least Voidwalker turns off the Wrenn. I'll accept Not Dead After All. Oh wait. Fuck, dude. Maybe we should have taken... Maybe we should have taken Cartographer Survey. I don't know. I get to cast Cartographer Survey. I think I'm going to. I know they have their Wrenn and 6, but they can't fetch anyways. 1 turn too late. Well, they still can't kill me with Scape Shift, so that's nice. I'm also not sure like what they can wish for to... I'm like, also not minusing Ashiok, keep that loyalty high. I'm not sure they can wish for to kill Ashiok. Like, I don't know if they can have Leyline Binding in their deck. I know, like, in Ely's versions, he usually has Leyline Binding. Wish for Lightning Bolt. Okay, so do I play second Ashiok this turn? Yes. And I guess we don't need to field that Valakut. Let's play the Bowmasters, and I'm gonna not minus this Ashiok so that they can't unlock these. And then maybe they wish for a second bolt? They have 2 bolts? Numbers for the 12 months. Thank you, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Could have down take Ashiok first, see if he has something like Titan. Yeah, but then, like, wish for bolt unlocks their stuff. I think I might get Ring. Well, I don't have a 3rd land, though. Okay, they do have another bolt. So I guess they had bolts main deck that they got boarded out. That makes sense. But now I get to go Bowmaster, ping, and then attack the Wrenn down. Ashiok doesn't stop field. Yeah, they still get to search. Okay, so Wrenn down. We get to play Sheoldred this turn. And we can field... We can field first, or we're going to hold up Not Dead After All. I guess I'll just have both available. Oh, sorry, I just should have fielded first. It's okay, it's fine. They can see. Game 3. We have not had turn 1 Grief Scam this whole league. I guess, you know, we had turn 2 one time, right? When's the next Modern Prelim? So we're playing in one right now. We're going to be playing in a lot more of these. One in 5 hours. There's one tomorrow at 11, 5 a.m., 1 p.m. on tomorrow. Maybe play that one. Okay, double Thoughtseize on the draw against a Molda 6. It's probably about good enough to keep. Tourach is really nice too, especially complemented double Thoughtseize. Bowmaster against Ring. Grief is a good top deck. Yeah, I think the prelims are fun to watch. I've been kind of, again, hesitant to play them in the past because I worry about the pace of the stream, but I think I've been overly worried about it. Well, their hand was pretty good against Thoughtseize. Double Ren and 6. They don't have a fetch land, though. Okay, so Ren and 6, up to 4, then up to 5, then ping down to 4, attacks for 2, down to 2. And if they minus, then the next Bowmaster attack kills it. Alternatively, I can wait. Oh, okay, well... awkward a bit. I think it's still actually just kind of clear. Evoke the Grief and scam it. Then I can, like, kill the Ren next turn with the Bowmaster ping. Obviously, hoping they drew a spell, and they did draw a spell. Would have been nice if that were in my opening hand. What you gonna do? Needle seems better than Edict. Well, what do we need? Not the ring. We're a ring deck. If they play Ren and 6, we can Edict it, but Edict can kill Ren and 6 Dryad or Titan instead of Needle just answering Ren and 6. Right? Yeah, I agree the prelims are good to test decks. I'm going to be playing more of them. It's also like a good time when like the brews are like a bit tougher at the moment. It's a good time to just be grinding a bit more seriously. Endurance? Oh, mine. And they call it a mine. A mine. So going on a pretty quick 2-turn clock. They got 2 cards in their hand. Wish for Valakut. For Valakut. 1 card in their hand. If it's Primeval Titan, they could go like Land Titan. Scapeshift doesn't do much. I'm going to cast Sheoldred, which also doesn't do much. I guess it stops the ring for being a good top deck. Yeah, they have to have Land Titan as their 2 cards, but even then they get 2 Valakut triggers? Yeah, they only get 2 Valakut triggers, which kills Grief, kills Tourach, and then they block Shield to go to 1. Oh, they have Dwarven Mine? Do they have Dwarven Mine Titan? Dwarven Mine Cartographer Survey. Feeling a lot better about that. 2 Valakut triggers, they both have to go at Sheoldred or they're dead, but they're also just dead to the rest of my board. GG's to you. 2-2 the prelim. 10 qualifier points. 1 treasure chest. 100 play points back. We're on that QP grind. Gonna try to play every qualifier showcase I can next month. Doesn't show just go though? I mean, I hope so, right? We're also 2-1 in our league with Elishnor and Amulet.